Here we have a peaceful gathering of iron golems and villagers. Oh no, here comes the town drinker! Hello and welcome to the Troglodyte channel. I've got a fun video for you all today, and one that I can personally relate to. I know you all like Minecraft, and I hope some of you like alcohol too, because I've added alcoholism to Minecraft, and I'm gonna see if I can beat the game with such an affliction. What does this mean? Well, for one, it means I'll die of withdrawal damage if I don't drink an alcoholic beverage every 30 in-game minutes. This means that I'll have to constantly be consuming one of the 8 alcoholic beverages that I've added to the game. But each time I consume one, my BAC will increase as seen in the BAC meter above the health bar. And as BAC increases, I will get a variety of negative effects, including warped screen, stumbling, and even blackouts at higher BAC levels. The stumbling gets so bad at high BAC, the better option is to get in a truck and start driving. Driving is by far the best way to get around at high levels of BAC, but be careful not to hit too many things or your truck will blow up. I'll spawn with 10 emeralds, and there will be various places throughout the world to buy booze, and as the days wear on, I will spawn with less and less money, representing a drunk losing money as he succumbs to his addiction. Oh, and there's a reverse tolerance mechanic that basically makes it impossible to beat the game after a certain number of deaths. All the mechanics will be in the description down below, but with that, cheers everyone, and let's get into it. Spawning into the world for the first time, I immediately had to start pounding Busch Lights to avoid dying of alcohol withdrawal. You know what would go good with this video, dear viewers? That's right, an ice cold Busch Light, hell yeah. Oh man, oh no. I spotted a nearby Walmart, and as a homeless drunk, I knew I had to go towards it. The beer gut, the stain on his shirt, the expression on his face. You know that this is a good old boy. Oh, not to mention that bloody plumber's crack. That's the cherry on top. After wandering around for a bit, I quickly discovered that 10 Busch Lights is not going to last this big boy very long. If I wanted to survive, I needed to immediately make it to Walmart or the liquor store. Which is hilariously accurate for alcoholics, because I used to work at a Marathon gas station, and I would open the store at 6 a.m., and there would be this guy that would be waiting for me at 6 a.m. there, and what he was there to buy was 2 2-liter bottles of cheap vodka. This man was an alcoholic, and he smelled like sanitizer on his breath. It was insane. So yeah, this mod is accurate in the sense that when you wake up, you have to immediately make a break for booze. Anyway, I made it to Walmart and it was time to buy some booze. Hell yeah, I'll take some Busch Light. Ooh, that gave me a bunch of Busch Light. Next, a tale as old as time. A drunk homeless person stealing tools from Walmart. Oh, and Walmart has these mobility scooters, which are great because at high levels of BAC, you'd be stumbling around a lot. But the mobility scooter helps mitigate this problem. Although they are a bit slow, they're great to have as a drunk. But this time I would get the scooter stuck and start experiencing high BAC soon. Time to get serious. Oh no, I have the drunk munchies. Oh, I need my rascal, the scooter. The scooter was the way. Oh hell yeah, they got a truck. I'm getting out of here. Oh no! Next, I got tired of walking back to the Walmart every time I died, so I decided to set up my bed here and just live in Walmart. I know you all have seen the hobos outside of Walmart. Well, this is probably how they got there. I did get a hangover in the form of the slowness effect though. Now that I had my Walmart home set up, it was time to start looking for iron or a lava pool in order to make a nether portal. And this usually involved stealing vehicles and driving them around while drunk. God damn it, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it or I'm gonna die trying. Oh, we made it. Yes. Ah! Come here, sheepies. When my BAC was over 2/3 of the meter, even basic tasks become very difficult. Watch me try to break this bookshelf with an axe here. There's a McDonald's in the Walmart that I live in, so from here on out you'll see me achieving peak health by chugging booze and stuffing my face with fast food. And here I had a BAC of 0.39, and you can see I'm struggling to do even the basic task of go up this hill. And I even start to black out here, and I end up somewhere else. Man, being a drunk is tough. Respect to your local alcoholic. At this point I discovered the liquor store, which, after you level up the liquor store employee, you have access to better liquors like Four Loko, which gives you the speed status effect, or Scotch and Bourbon, which give you more time before withdrawal kicks in. Oh look, it's the Ocean Monument. I gotta make it to the Ocean Monument. Go away, Guardians, you buttholes. I gotta make it to the monument. Get the sponge. As you can see, I had some ill-advised drunken adventures.
Wow, you're back already?
Shut up, villager, don't judge me. I finally found a lava pool seen here, but now I needed to find some iron. So now I needed to do the normal parts of the game that you would normally have to do, but now I have to do while inebriated because of course I'm a drunk. Even getting wood, the most basic of tasks, was annoying. I would be stumbling around, not able to stay on the same piece of wood. I did figure out though that if you pin yourself in a 2x2 area, it's somewhat stable. I did find some iron, but it was only 2, so I had to resort to drastic measures to get more iron. That's right, I had to beat the Walmart security guard to death with a shovel that I stole from Walmart. What, you think you're better than me? Huh? Look at the wagies. They're all watching, but they're not paid enough to care that their coworker is getting beaten to death with a shovel right in front of them. And now that I've obtained the iron that's necessary to go to the Nether, it's time to reward myself with booze. Ah, I'm such a responsible drinker. Next, I had to actually make the portal, which was difficult due to all the stumbling. So stressful that I had to take several breaks and go to the liquor store, which is my happy place in real life, by the way. I was actually getting pretty good at the precise execution despite the stumbling and the nausea. This is what it's like to become a functioning alcoholic after being a dysfunctional alcoholic in the beginning of the video. Although everyone has their limits, here I had a blackout and ended up back in my home, that is Walmart.
Big surprise, look who's back again.
Just give me my liquor. Anyway, I completed the portal, grabbed a piece of flint, and then I was ready to head into the Nether. My spawn in the Nether was not very good. I was in this like endless basalt biome, and I wandered around, drinking all the while, and I came to this dead end. And eventually I stumbled drunkenly off this cliff. In order to get anywhere with a spawn like this, I had to dig a really long 2x2 tunnel in basically every direction, seeing which way would yield results the fastest. And I was digging for a while, but this was honestly probably the safest way to get around the Nether while inebriated. I did eventually break through, and wouldn't you know it, a Nether fortress was right there. Now I just needed to get down to it. One of the benefits of being so inebriated is reduced fall damage. So let's see if I can chug a bunch of scotch and then survive this fall. Well, it technically worked. I'm too drunk to do anything other than get this achievement, though. Hey, you guys want a party? Wow, they must have been Mormons or something. Very difficult to safely get to this fortress. There was so much open space above it, the blazes could snipe me from afar. Not to mention these jelly buttholes kept pushing me off and into their range. I had to go back to Walmart and shoplift some bow and arrows, and that helped a bit, but not entirely. I even went to the trouble of widening the nether portal so I could get a truck in here and seeing if I could run over everything. And this was hilarious, but ultimately ineffective. Oh no, Blaze, I can make this jump? I eventually made it to a blaze spawner and was able to set up a little blaze farm where the blazes couldn't touch me. It was a while between blazes falling into my trap, so I was just stuck here most of the time drinking and stuffing my face with fast food. I would often be missing my swings on them because of my level of inebriation, but it eventually worked out. And of course, I couldn't get all the blaze rods in one go. There were several instances where I blacked out and ended up elsewhere. Pretty much helpless. Each death was bringing me closer to reverse tolerance. I had to hurry up. My God, look at all those status effects. Man, it ain't easy being a drinker. Here, Blazy, come get the chicken nugget. Oh, ran out of booze. Before long, I had enough blaze rods, and it was time to move on to the other ingredient, ender pearls. Which means it's time to go to the teal forest, aka pothead territory. And we all know alcoholics and potheads have been feuding since the beginning of time. By the way, alcoholics are better, and I will not hear otherwise on this channel. And this wasn't too difficult, except for the fact that I started to experience reverse tolerance. And if you don't know, reverse tolerance is a phenomenon that alcoholics go through when they are in the advanced stages of alcoholism and their liver literally starts to die and therefore cannot filter out as much alcohol. This causes them to get super drunk on not that much alcohol, and you'll see from here on out with each alcoholic beverage that I drink, my BAC is going up by more than it used to. This will continue to increase as I experience more deaths and more days passed in-game, so I had better hurry. I'm gonna go on an adventure. The Endermen did a good job of stalling me, especially because I would often stumble into their attacking range and they would kill me. But I was eventually able to get 15 Ender Pearls and it was time to start heading back. I had thankfully tunneled most of my way here, so it was a pretty safe walk back. I did end up getting way too drunk and ended up having to box everything up and then wait for the demon of alcohol withdrawal to take me. Man, I'm already in hell, but the real hell was running out of alcohol, am I right, brothers? Getting back to my base, I had discovered that several potheads had invaded and were trying to convince me how much healthier pot is than alcohol. I couldn't let this stand. I had to stand up for my people. So I chugged a Busch Light and I ran over there and I told him what was the truth. Smoking weed isn't a personality. I underestimated the potheads though because they staged a protest at my Walmart, preventing me from buying more booze. How inconsiderate. I ended up having to find a new liquor store to buy my booze, and I was able to steal another truck. So the idea I was having at this point was to take the truck and drive it all the way to the end portal. I even built a pretty long, bridge road system to get the truck back to my base. And getting back to my base, it was finally time to start making my way towards the end. I was hilariously able to drive on the treetops of the dark forest biome for a while. But this ultimately proved to be an impractical way to get to the end, as there were too many holes to fall in and get the truck stuck, and alcoholism, of course, was always barking at me. And it turned out that most of the way to the end portal ended up being through the water anyway. It was a pretty nice boat ride over, except for the fact that I would get dangerously high BAC and be forced to find somewhere to camp for the night, die, and then respawn and still have all the ender pearls. I've made it far. It's time to reward myself with 17 moonshines. I now had only 11 Eyes of Ender, and I would lose 2 more. So I really needed the portal to have some existing Eyes of Ender, or reverse tolerance would make it impossible to go get more. I was in a new area now, so I quickly familiarized myself with the local liquor stores.
Huh?
After stealing yet another truck, I realized I was quite close to the portal and was able to triangulate it soon. It was time to start digging, which I was now much better at now that I know I have to box myself in to prevent stumbling. I gotta make it to Waffle House. It's where I belong with a BAC of 0.35 like this. Thankfully, the stronghold wasn't too deep in the ground, because you'll see when I drink a bottle of Scotch here, my BAC goes up by a ton. Reverse tolerance was hitting, and I didn't have much time left. After drunkenly stumbling my way around the stronghold for about 45 minutes, I was able to find the end portal. And these little gray turd buttholes chased me away the first time. Coming to the portal the second time, I was able to see that I'm extremely lucky in that there were 4 ender pearls already in the portal, making the 9 that I had enough. After that, I went around to all the Walmarts in the area, stealing all their bows, as well as going to people's houses and stealing their trucks, in preparation for the final fight. Well, it's time to find out if a drunk can beat Minecraft. Here we go. Oh, no. Ah, I stumbled too much. Okay, take two. Here we go. The first half of this fight was actually somewhat normal, except for the fact that the drunken stumbling and nausea would cause me to waste far more arrows than I normally would. And this place is loaded up with DMT users who obviously hate alcoholics and would aggro on me. No, I didn't look at you. Go away, drugged out hippie. After destroying all of the Ender Dragon's regen pillars, it was time to deploy my ultimate plan. What other way would a drunk defeat the game except by drunk driving? At this point, reverse tolerance was hitting hard and I did not have much time left. It was time to go full send and drunk drive this truck into the Ender Dragon. Getting back to the end, I saw that she took a little under half her health from the damage, and I was completely out of arrows at this point, so I had to melee her down into another pickup truck range, which I had one left. Well, here we go. Inshallah, she will die this time. Wait, how is she not dead? She has no HP. Oh wait, she is dead. Good, good. Well, there you have it. You can beat Minecraft as a drunk, although I will say I did get pretty lucky at times. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it down below. That would help me a lot in the YouTube algorithm. Who should I add into Minecraft next? I think Potheads is the next obvious step, but I'd be interested to see what you guys think down below. Please subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft nonsense like this, and I will see you guys in about 3.5 weeks. Bye!